Welcome to a new episode of Fit the Description, where various Black men come together to talk about life, society, entertainment, culture, news, and wherever else we want to talk about from Black men's perspectives. I'm your host, G, and tonight we're going to probably do a two-man band thing. I know I tongue-tied that-ish, but it's cool. So tonight, we're here with James.
What up?
Yep. But before we start, I got to let y'all know, we are on Spotify and other podcast platforms. So if you want the audio only version of this podcast, check that out. And just so you know that it is on delay, but I do plan on speeding y'all up in the near future. If things start, working out, I'm going to definitely speed y'all up. But it seems like it's naturally happening with the breaks that we take from time to time. But we're going to try to fix that in the near future. Also, we also have a clips channel. It's Fit the Description, just like the podcast. So if, I understand this is a lot to take in. So if you want small little portions, definitely check out that channel. Also, if you like this content, do us a favor. Make sure you like and subscribe. Share this because understand this podcast is probably not going to go nowhere without y'all help. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started.
Probably not. This real podcast ain't going nowhere without help. Period. Help us.
You heard that. We need y'all help. Now, going back to the conversation I was kind of bringing up, because I know James brought it up about you're like the man of cell phones.
Yeah, I'm pretty into cell phones. In fact, I'm being in the market of getting a new cell phone.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Which one are you looking at?
I'm looking towards, it's either going to be Motorola or Samsung. And I am kind of in the Samsung little eco, or I say eco because you got your Apple thing going, you got your computer, Apple, and your tablet, and you do your work with it. Well, I'm kind of in my Samsung environment with my tablet and watch and my past phones that I used to be working with. Right now, I got a Motorola phone. It's cool. Motorola's cool. It works. They work well. They have cool features. It's universal. I could work with any telephone company, whatever, whatnot, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
they're pretty solid. They're pretty solid with not having too much extra in your phone. Bloat.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be either between those two, but Samsung is on a little hi-hat level where they want to be, costly.
Well, they want to be Apple. That's kind of my issue with Samsung today. Samsung is basically chasing Apple, and like the reason, like I said it earlier, the reason why people go with Samsung is because they don't want Apple, but yet they keep chasing Apple, and that's kind of the problem.
Well, I feel like they really actually got Apple like kind of. They're beyond Apple, but yeah, they're trying to chase their theme though. Yeah, they're trying to be like Apple.
Yeah,
but with their technology, I think they're a little bit beyond Apple.
I don't know if I can say
that. Yeah, I think so. They just, they are trying to have like the same structure as Apple.
Yeah.
But yeah, with their tech, they're a little bit past Apple.
Again, I don't know if I can agree.
They're just not as like how you said, is business wise.
Well, the thing, no, basically what I say,
business dominated.
Well, this is what I like to say is when it comes
wait. If you feel like Apple is tech is better,
Hold on,
In
wait,
which
hold on,
way?
hold on. Wait. Let me say it. See, I was about to answer that question. So this is the thing. So, and this is I say based like PC with Mac and all that stuff is saying it with Android and Apple, whereas
No, I'm just
and
not just
hold on,
Android.
I'm about to
Like
ask.
you can't just put it in Android. We're talking
Hold
about
on,
Samsung.
hold on. I'm asking you.
Samsung versus Apple, not
Samsung.
Android.
So Samsung is built on Android. The OS
Huh?
they use is Android.
Yeah, but they're not Android. This
Yes, they
shit
are.
is no. I'm saying they're not just Android. They're their own entity as a part of Android.
But
Now,
that's
everything that is Android is not Samsung's technology.
no. All I'm saying is Samsung, like almost every cell phone company, if they don't run off of Apple, they run off of Android. Besides Google, I think Google's the only one that has their own little OS. But no, like everything is basically, for the most part, everything's Android. So yes, no, Samsung is Android.
No, I mean, but Google's is still Android.
Are they still Android? I thought they built their own OS.
They have their own version of Android.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. But that's what I'm saying. It's still Android. That's what I consider all Android because they all run off of
I
Android.
mean, but what you call it even has their own version of Android. Amazon, like their little Kindles and shit, it's still Android, but you can't do what you want.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, very sure. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe now, within the last uh, year or two, maybe I can say definitely yes. Now, if they change something within a little certain amount of time, because Amazon's little OS is not really has been they're not really even worth talking about that much. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. You're right. No, let me check one more.
yeah, they run out theirs is a version of Android, so you can't do what you want on there like a normal
Yeah.
Android, but it is Android.
Okay. So everything runs off of Android. So okay. Yeah. So but that's my point. So yes, it is Android.
Yeah,
So
but Samsung has their own little thing going on. And
yeah, but it's
like
still under it still
like
runs through
Dex,
Android.
yeah, nobody ain't running Dex though. Like Motorola is trying to make their own version of Dex, but it's not as it's not as flexible, you might say. What Dex is.
Yeah, basically. So, but still running off of Android though. That's my whole
Yeah,
entire
but
point.
they're the only ones who have it though, so it's not like it's just
Yeah, because I know I get what you're saying, but that's what I'm saying. It's basically it's not the same as Apple. Apple, the whole entire thing interconnects. Like that's an entire different OS. Android is its own OS. Just because it's a different version of the OS does of the OS does not mean nothing. Everything doesn't run off of Android. That's what I'm saying. So no, it can still be considered Android because it is. It's basically if it runs off of Android, then it's an Android cell phone.
right. But
So
what I'm saying is that no other Android can use their system that they got going.
yeah, but you made a point saying with Kindle, but it's still under Android. The overarching thing,
Right,
everything still
yeah.
has to go to Android. That's my whole entire point. But anyways,
But
hold on, getting away from because we're getting away from the main point. So it's kind of going back to your question. Just what I'm trying to answer. So I'm gonna answer it right now.
got you.
So this is what it is. Android is the same as PC. It
Not
is.
totally
Hold
wrong.
on, just listen to me. Let me get through it. So the Android, just like it's the same, it applies the same as PC. Didn't say they're the same thing. They just apply that it's just applied the same. PC, same with Android. They're more customizable, but Apple is more stable. So you can do a lot more like an Android phone and PC, install a lot more things, to a lot more customizing. Apple, you can't really do a lot of customizing. You can't put everything on there, but it is a lot more stable system. It's a lot more fluid system. And that's why I sit there and say between the two, Apple is definitely better because the OS is a lot more solid than it is for PC. And I'll give you a great example when I go back to and Android too. And I'll give you a great example. I think I said
but you just keep putting Android like it's just Android is just one specific thing. Is I mean, like you said, yeah, it's running off of Android, but Samsung's is a whole different level from any other any other phone that's running on an Android system.
I get what you're saying, but that's my whole entire point though. Overarching is still running off an Android system. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying there's not differences in making them what it does, but it's still the core of it's still Android.
Okay, sure.
So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they're not different, they don't work differently, and each one does have its own special thing. Because I get what you're saying, like Samsung Dex. Samsung Dex is just more the integration, so it integrates with multiple computers and stuff. So it's their own system on, their own architecture. But even with that being said, it's like Samsung doesn't really make your phone run. Basically, it's just on top of the OS that makes your phone run. But it's its own system, so you can't really use their system without having a Samsung. Which I don't know how true that is because it's on PC, but either way, I'm not going to look into it that deep. I'm not trying to go. I wasn't trying to go that deep with it.
Got it.
Yeah.
But still, man, I don't understand why. I mean, how Apple is so much is so much more of a considered so much more of a solid system.
Because it is. If you have you ever used Apple products?
Yeah, a lot. That's one of my first experiences with a computer. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about recently, not the old stuff.
Yes, I just got an iPhone just with it here recently. I bought a what I thought I was buying the SE, but it turned out to be a 7. And it's nothing special about it really to me. It's just I mean, I know it's an older system, but it's not that much older. It's about 3 years or so, 4 maybe.
No, I think it's a little bit more than that, but yeah, I mean, it's close enough.
Still, I don't really see too much difference yet, but I haven't really got a chance to mess with it that much because I've had other iPhones, but I just never really messed with them. I had the last one I really had was I think the iPhone 8, and I never really messed with them too much. No,
but that's what I'm saying.
I think that's why I got this one, so I can kind of dig into it. But I have to reset it and really get a chance to mess with it,
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like once you get into the Apple system, like it is nice. It flows well. Like the integration is great. No, like the Apple has a great system and it really works very, very good. Like I said, to me, it's just more stable than PC and Android. Then that's the difference. Is that what makes Android better is that it's a lot more customizable. You could do a lot more with it. You can actually, replace the parts and everything with it easier. Like there's a lot more that you can do.
I think I take technology in my Galaxy Note 10 Plus was, I don't know, it was the highest tech piece of device phone that I've ever had and had since then. But I haven't, really upgraded since then. But it was better than any phone that I've ever come in contact with, really.
Yeah.
So far. Only thing that now since that phone has come out, it's gone into 5G, little bit higher refresh rates. Other than that, still that phone to me is superior, far superior than anybody's phone I know. It's better than the iPhone 12 and all that I've noticed that anybody's shown me with anything that they've worked that they've been doing with it. The only thing is that I dropped it. I dropped it on a brick and cracked the screen.
Oh,
but other than that, that phone, I felt like it was fucking magic in my hands. I used to do so much with my with the S Pen and recreate pictures, and I could slice little pieces of pictures and make a whole, wasn't nothing above that phone so far. I haven't seen really.
That's why like for me, like Samsung is trying to chase Apple now.
Yeah, but they've come up with some that Apple has not come up with, and it makes it seem like it's better, because I don't know what Apple's doing that's so damn hot, really, except for talking to the right people and getting the right kind of business contracts or whatnot. Other than that, really, I don't know what's
again.
so
And like
hot.
I said, I'm not getting specific. I'm not getting specific because I don't have definitions on me like right now. But no, Apple.
What kind of things does Apple have going that makes you so happy with it? Because
I didn't say I was. No, it's just.
Because all I seen was before was an integration, them be able to able to transfer from their phone to the computer to their blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
that's all the only plus I've ever seen from Apple.
But
that a lot of products fuck with Apple.
But that's it. That's the thing, though. Apple has really great integration with each other. The way it communicates with each other, like yes, Apple is really.
That's what I'm saying. Out. Yeah, Samsung has got some that I feel like has surpassed that to me.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that.
I do feel like they did make the iWatch better than the Galaxy Watch.
I'm telling you, man. Like when it comes to Apple, I'm telling you, like with the OS, the way it works, it's hard to tell you. You just have to get in there and experience. When you experience it, like it's definitely a lot more easier. It's a lot. Okay. I'll go back. I said this before, but I'll give you the example again. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'll give you the example again one more time, because I think I said earlier in the podcast. I basically have, I don't want to say top of the line, but a high end laptop that I bought in 2012. Not 2012. Yeah, in 2012.
The what's it called, the Mac Pro?
No. Okay, just listen. Let me get through. So no, I bought a top of the line laptop. I wouldn't say the top of the line, but a really great laptop back in 2012. And at the time, it was brand new. It had some of the best things that you could put in there. Basically, it was a gaming laptop. So I got a gaming laptop, and after that, I bought it.
The PC or Apple?
It's a PC. And then I bought an iMac, and then I bought an iMac for $700. And I used to edit with both. When I would edit on my PC, which was great, I would tend to have issues I had to go back and fix. Like when I rented out videos, it would tend to have issues from time to time. It would take forever to render. There was a lot of I wouldn't say issues, but there was a lot of things I had to deal with. When I switched to Mac, and mind you, my iMac had worse settings than my PC at the time. my PC had better graphics card, had better RAM, everything better than the iMac, but still the iMac it rendered faster. All the issues I was having with the PC with rendering, I didn't have the problems with the Mac. It was a lot more stable. Like I didn't have any issues. I didn't have to like look at things, how to fix things. Like it's just when I was working, when I used Apple, it's something that they do with our OS that just makes it very easy to work with and very functional and very, very stable. That's why I said, even though PC to me is better because it's more customizable and you can do more with the PC, Apple is just so much more stable and just better integrated that it just makes it far superior. The only issue with Apple is their business practices and the fact that you can't do much outside of Apple. Like, there's not too much that you can do. That's the two biggest issue with Apple. That's what I say right now.
I mean, because you when you talking about PCs and you talking about Androids and stuff, you got a whole list of freaking different type of computers and stuff, rank a whole line. When you're talking about Apple's OS, you're just talking about fucking Apple, and you can put Apple. You could put them on the Android list. They just don't want to be considered along that list. You know what I mean?
No, they're two different ones. They're two different things.
Yeah. I mean, they are, but they don't really have to be. They're not that much different. They're not that much different. I'm not saying they're totally the same, but they're not that much different.
It's definitely, but the thing is, the differences are important.
In the Android,
make a difference.
That's exactly
the difference makes a difference.
And it's same thing with Android. You're talking about Android, but there's so many different types of Android. It's like it's almost not even really fair to even just say Android versus Apple, because it's not just Android. It's Android has so many different angles versus just Apple OS. You know what I mean? They just choose to want to be on the outside of something else because they have a good, even though it's not good for the people, they got a good thing running for themselves. They got a good business policy running for themselves. So
I mean, I'm gonna have to honestly disagree with you, because no, there is definitely a difference between Apple and Android. And yeah, like just because Apple, like they may have different, Android may have different OSs. It's like using Windows. Just because you have Windows 10, Windows Home, Windows Professional, they're still under Windows. They're all still the same name with Android. Just because you have different forms of Android doesn't mean they're still Android. Doesn't mean each Android you don't have to deal with the same problem, because they're still under the same core.
No, you really don't have to deal with the same problems, because you get, this is like a big difference from Motorola from Samsung. There's a big difference from. Now I was going to throw in LG, but they dropped out of the game.
Yeah, they did.
They dropped out of the game just because they wanted to be. I feel like they dropped out of the game because they wanted to be cheap. They feel like you know what, we don't really want to invest this much into making our phones, the next step. We still got TVs and refrigerators, blah blah blah.
And LG used to be great too. LG used to make some really great phones back in the day.
They had some really innovative ideas.
Yeah,
they came up with some really good ideas for phones and stuff, but they dropped the ball. They feel like, well, we're not doing as much as what you call it as Samsung, blah blah blah, whoever else might be out there, like Xiaomi or whatever name is, even though they're not popular here. Xiaomi is they is running the fucking world, really.
Yeah, but they're based because they're based out of China. I think that's what it is. So I heard of them.
They fucked up with what's his name? Our last president.
Oh, Trump.
Yeah. So they fucked up with him, so they kind of fucked up here in America. But all over in Europe and India and everywhere else, they're popping, and they don't just sell phones; they sell all every electronic device that you can think of, or that you can't think of, because they got so much that you probably haven't even imagined using it.
Yeah.
A lot of cooking devices and just everyday life type of devices that we're not even used to here in America yet.
Okay, you know what? All right, let me ask you this question.
Huh.
So then let me ask you, in your opinion, what is better to you and why? Android or Apple, and why? It's because you say you use both.
No, I don't use both. I just got the iPhone just to fuck with it and just to kind of actually take a little because before I wouldn't take any type of ownership of an Apple product. So even when I came across Apple phones and stuff, I would never keep them or never actually use them. I would either give them away or just do whatever with them. I wouldn't.
Okay, well, how about this, man? How about this? Next time you get an Apple phone, like you get an Apple like
I got
13
one.
Pro. Wait,
No, well, I just got the 7.
hold on, let me finish. If you get
13.
like an Apple 13 Pro or 14 Pro, whatever, I can't remember which one they're on, and you're giving them away, make sure to give one away to me because I need one of those. I need a better camera.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
well,
if
you
you're gonna
probably
give
have
them
to wait
away,
a while. I probably would give you one. It'll probably be in another 5 years when I come across a 13 to where I would just give it to you like that.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I got a 7 right now. Just
Yeah.
because I'm not trying to really waste no money with Apple.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that money will be wasted because, like how you say, you feel like it's good tech or whatever. So.
No, I mean, again, I like Android. I mean, just to be honest, I like Android better, only because I could do more with it. Like I could put games on. Like I said, it's more customizable. You could do more with it. It's a lot more open. Apple, though, is a lot more constricting. Like there's only so much I can do with Apple. That's why I don't like Apple. Which again is one of the reasons why it makes them protected. But like I'm limited what I can do with Apple, but I can do whatever I want with my Android. That's why. That's
Android,
why.
Android is kind of a wild, wild west.
Yeah.
Type of thing. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's more creativity going on over in Android. You got more. You got people. You got more. You got just more people making apps and stuff that are just
Yeah, but
regular Joe Schmoes that come up with ideas that are able to put their little ideas on a platform.
Yeah, and again, that's why I like to say creativity is, to me, it's not the right word. It's just I like to say it's a lot more open.
Okay.
So yeah, I just don't think that. I'm just saying creativity is not really the right word, but
why isn't it the right word?
Because
creative apps that
no,
without creativity, you probably wouldn't be here.
Yeah, but like I said, you could create. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Though, like you could create the same thing on Apple and stuff too. It's just that there's reasons why they don't. Like that's why I said a lot of apps on Android. That's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of strict
stricter rules and red tape
revolved around money.
Yeah, well, yes, rules and red tape, and that's why I sit there and say creativity is not really the right word, because the issues don't have nothing to do with creativity. It has nothing to do with creativity. It has to do with the way
Well,
Apple runs the service. So
enjoying new apps that provide a service that you wouldn't get anywhere else. It sounds like creativity to me.
that's not that has nothing to do with creativity at all. As I said, it's just the wrong. It's the wrong word.
Okay.
Like I said, it's because the thing is, the only reason why it's like that is because Apple has restrictions. It's not as open. So I would say the problem is where it's open, because
where's their restrictions lie too?
Huh?
Where do those restrictions lie? Like, what are the reasons for their restriction? Is it the restrictions because of quality, or is there a restriction because of their prosperity?
So I mean, I'll just tell you what I think. So the reason why they have it, honestly, it's to I mean, to me, one is it's to protect their phones and to basically protect their investment, and a lot of it, and some of it has to do with greed. They want to make money. You know, that's why that's another thing. To build on Apple is a lot more expensive than to build on Android. On Apple, like when you create an app, that's why Apple got into a lawsuit, because to create an app, you got, like, Apple takes 30% of your profit. Like they take 30% off top. I think Android, I forgot, but I think they take less. So because that's why they got that legal, they got into they're in a case right now. Actually, let me look it up. Versus Epic Games. There it is. So yeah. Like
Apple, since what's his name died. What's his name?
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, man.
No, I'll just say it straight up. I was going to no, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like Apple to me is just full with greed and selfishness, because again, like if you open it up, you have just as much creativity on Apple that you do on Android. The problem is Apple has such strict things that no, they can't keep up with. That's why I say creativity is not the proper word or the proper verbiage.
I don't know. I don't find that much creativity in fucking with Apples yet.
That's on Apple and the way they run the service. That's my point. That it has nothing to do with creativity.
It's pretty lame.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's why I just said. That's why I have a bunch of Apple products. And when it comes to work, I have Apple products. But when it comes to like my phone, whatever, I have an Android, because Android is.
You should get you a Galaxy. Well, they stopped really making the notes. They stopped making the note line, but I guess pretty much the new Galaxies are notes. They just pretty much
the problem is that because I do have a Galaxy phone, but I have an S9. I have no desire to upgrade it, because Galaxies now are basically took out everything why I buy Galaxy for. They took out the expanded memory, they took out the headphone jack. That's the biggest reason why I got Galaxy. That's why I said Galaxy is just following Apple now. They're like all they do is
they did take out but
yeah.
I kind of feel like shit. You don't really need fucking. I mean, you can. I mean, there are some slightly ways where you do kind of need a jack, but really, with the prices of Bluetooth earphones and shit now, and the newer versions of Bluetooth, you really don't need regular jack earphones that much anymore.
No, I mean, no, it's still it's still needed if you have a backup, like right now, because for example,
and plus there are adapters too.
But that's what I'm saying. That's an extra cost.
Not that much of an extra cost.
It's still an extra cost, no matter what. There's still an extra cost that you shouldn't have to purchase.
Well, if you get one, get a few and don't lose them.
And then well no and then on that it's just add
you can't charge up
your
phone
wait
at the same time either. That is a bad thing.
What's that? And it's that you can't charge your phone. It basically adds more things that you got to buy with yourself, or something else you got to worry about. You got more stuff in your pocket. That's why I like the S9. I'm probably gonna switch over to that Sony phone.
I had the S9.
Yeah,
my
fault.
I had the S9. I gave it to my cousin who lives in Vegas.
Yeah, that's what I say. I freaking love this phone. Like I said, this is the last phone with Samsung that has expandable memory. It still has a headphone jack. That's why.
You got Dex on that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Have you used it?
No, because I'm everything else is Apple.
No, you haven't used. Well, S9 comes with an older version of Dex.
Yeah,
but it's still pretty cool. You should try it. Just hook it up to your computer. It works with Apple. I believe it works on Apple, or it might only work on Windows. But no, I think it does work with.
Hold on. Point.
Dex does. Hold on, I believe Dex does work on Apple OS. You should try it out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, I get it's just a way to cast, so I could do it but again, you gotta have a bunch of Samsung stuff to use it.
Not totally.
Yeah.
Not if it works on the Apple OS.
I mean, I could look it up. I can say I've not looked into it, but yeah, no, it has.
I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, it works on Mac OS. Yeah, so you should just plug in your S9 into your Mac. It should come on automatically, really.
No, not with that, because Apple and Android don't really read together.
No, they work.
No, but I'm saying they don't read together well. I can't plug in an Android to a Mac. I also gotta add it.
Yeah, you can. Have you tried it yet?
Yes, I could tell you that for a fact because I have it. Because I was trying to take stuff off. What do you mean when? I own it.
And you try to do it and it doesn't work.
No, what I'm saying is, if you let me finish what I'm saying, I have plugged in my Android phone into the Mac, and to even let it read on my Mac, like basically I gotta have a secondary program to do it because Apple does not take kindly, like it doesn't read right with Android.
Oh, so you're saying that it doesn't work right away when you plug it in?
Basically, yeah, it takes. I had to go through like 100 different things for it to work. So that's the thing, and it's done on purpose because they want you to be in Apple.
Because it works right on Windows.
Yeah, of course.
Easy as shit.
Of course, that's how it is.
The Windows is not Android.
Huh. No, but it still works better on a Windows computer than a Mac, of course, because
so I think
Windows.
that's a big little step of technology there, bro.
No, not really. It's just a different OS. It works differently.
I know those are two different OSs working together like crazy. That's pretty dope, huh?
Yeah, but that's still what I said. Apple and Android and Windows are a lot more open than Mac.
All right. Well, that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool that Apple isn't able to do it. And it's not only not able to do it just because it can't handle it. It's only because it doesn't want to.
Exactly. That's my whole entire point.
And that's my whole entire point. How does that make it Apple better?
Because
I think that makes Samsung's thing a little better.
no, because they always communicate
Why?
together. No, they always communicate together. That's normal. No, it's like I just told you, Apple is a lot more fluent and a lot more stable of a system than a PC. PC is a lot more open, so you get a lot more. So you have to put a lot more work into it. There's a lot more that goes into it to get a program running. There's a lot more that has to go into it. Whereas Apple,
I know
could just
there's a
plug
little
more.
more integration there. All right,
Huh?
there's a
Yes.
little more integration, but isn't that what Apple's claim to fame is supposed to be? Is their integration abilities?
No, Apple has their own entire system, their own ecosystem.
I know, but I'm talking about.
That's what makes Apple great. Is that their ecosystem is great. Yes,
I know, but if once you have two systems that have an ecosystem that are working together, I think that makes it even better.
No, that has nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it.
No, not really. No. Heck no.
I think it does.
No, just two ecosystems working together doesn't make it better. It just means they can work together. They can read each other. It's nothing to do with the stabilization and how the
If
OS
I can
works.
go get it, I can go get me a Vizio smart TV that works with my phone like right away with no problems. Or
yeah, but it's the same thing with Sony. Like for example, if you have Sony stuff, Sony systems all integrate together. But you can still use it with Windows.
But when Sony phones, what platform do they use when they make phones?
Android.
Oh my God! So that's another one that's entered this the ecosystem of Android. I'm thinking that Android has a little bit more friendly.
No,
what
that's
you're
not
trying to.
No, that's not how it works.
No,
That has nothing to do with it. No, that's nothing to do with it.
No. Okay.
And you gotta understand, everything's built off. That's my whole entire point. Everything's built off of Android. No matter what you get, it's still an Android phone. Just like Apple, everything's built off of Apple.
Okay.
So
but how many companies does Apple have making phones in their OS system? I think they only have iPhone.
That's the entire. But that's the point. That's why Apple.
I don't think they have Sony. I don't think they have Samsung.
But that's the point.
I don't think they have.
But that's the point. That's exactly what Apple wants to do.
And their Android system, their OS system can work with Windows.
But that's the point.
And they're becoming so dominant that they're pretty much finna surpass Windows anyway.
Well, they already have, but yes, that's the entire point.
And the point is that I really feel like they're surpassed Apple. And Europe probably thinks so too, and that's why Apple has to get on the C train, USB-C train along with it. That's what it tells me.
No, the reason why the problem is that with Apple, because everything else uses a C system. So that's why I said like it's more normalized. Apple, because like I said, has more to do degree, they don't want to do that, so they could charge you more money up, charge all the stuff that they have. That's the reason why they do it.
Everything else uses the USB Type C platform.
Exactly.
Right.
But that's the thing with Apple. That's why Apple.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. Like what you're saying has nothing to do with it, because that's what Apple wants to do. They want to keep their system within themselves. Like that's the point of Apple. That's why Apple is so much better.
It's slowly going down, man, because Android is already taking over. Man, Apple is going down, bro.
No, the only issue with Apple, this is what I'm trying to tell you, is their business practices. That's the problem with Apple.
It's not just that, man. They don't want to change. Their phones haven't hardly changed in years. It's still been the same pieces I don't want to call it pieces of shit. They're same solid technologies that's been the same for quite a while, and they're not really. It hasn't.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not advancing that much.
Exactly
Their
what
prices are advancing, but their tech
yes.
really advancing that far.
Exactly what they want. That's what I'm saying. That's the
Exactly
point.
what they want is
Yes, you're not like I said,
to
you're not.
lose business because
No, they're not losing business.
they're not number one anymore within the whole world with their tech. They're not like the top sellers no more either. And I think Huawei really has went past oh yeah, and they're Android too. But I think they're actually trying to develop their own system,
No, the
their
biggest.
OS.
No, the biggest one right.
Huawei
No, the
Huawei
biggest.
is trying to run their own system.
Huawei can, but it can't break into America due to the legal situation.
I know, not just that, but still
But right now, no, right?
they passed Apple.
Huh?
They
No, they
passed
haven't.
Apple and
No,
what?
they have not passed
Get
out.
out of here. Get out of here, bro. You need to check the records for real.
I'll look at. I'll show you right now. I'll show you right now. So yeah, so the one here, I'll show you right now. So if it looks right here, the one that has been winning the market share is Samsung. Samsung's number one. After that, number two in there is Apple. The number three is this one called Xomi or Xomi.
That's Xiaomi.
Yeah, Xiaomi.
It's called. It got the X in it, but that's Xiaomi.
Yeah, that's number three. So the biggest one is actually Samsung, which yes, that is true. And then number two is Apple. That's what I said. No, you're not going to kill off Apple's dominance. That's what I'm saying.
All right. I had already said that Samsung was past Apple.
Yeah,
so I was already right with that. You was like, no.
That's not what you said. You said Huawei.
No, I said Huawei too. But earlier I was talking
true.
about Samsung. Is to me, I felt like their technology has already surpassed Apple. Well, okay. We were just talking about sales. Because
your argument is has nothing to do with what Apple wants to do. Like just because
I don't care about what Apple wanted to do. Fuck Apple.
But this is the argument. That's what I'm saying. You're going away though. Like I said, this is the argument.
No, I'm not talking about what Apple wants to do. I'm talking about what's happening with sales and with what's happening with their technology.
Yeah, but I'm still telling
Samsung is already past Apple to me. Their cameras, their software,
hell no.
The camera, on the new Galaxies. Bro,
yes, Apple. Apple.
Don't even get it started.
Look it up. Apple's cameras, they're better colored. Yes, they are better.
Oh my god,
the cameras are better. Absolutely.
All right. You've been living on another planet.
Look it up. I'm telling you that. No, the Pro.
I don't even know where you can check in. I don't even know what the chart you just showed for like.
Dude, I do this for a living, dude. I know.
Flashed in my face.
Dude, I do this for a living. I know which cameras are better.
Like Lonzo with the warrant when he went over there and watched when he handed her the Chinese fucking the Chinese delivery.
If you're talking about a camera that's great in low light and that has better color
for real,
science,
word Apple iPhones do have, they've been known for having bomb ass cameras and whatnot. That's been a thing, but it's been like the same. They ain't been upgrading, and Samsung has been upgrading. You need to check the records, bro. Samsung shit is out of this world right now with their cameras, and then there's other that's running Android shit. Especially, what you call Sony actually has like the super when it comes to their cameras.
No, I know about Sony. Like, yes, so Sony right now when it comes to 4K, from what they're saying, it's probably has. Well, I think it's changed now because, like I said, Apple has improved the cameras already. But yes, Sony, I've looked at them. Like Sony has some really great cameras too. So.
No, but yeah, you check.
But when you talk about
Galaxies,
dude, I'm telling you straight up. When you put them side by side, what they do, yes, Apple when it comes to the cameras are still king. I'm not saying that Samsungs aren't great cameras, but when I look at the best color science, what it can do, yes, Apple is still when it comes to cameras, still just a little bit better than Samsung. And that's what I'm saying. Like your argument is null and void. That's what I'm saying. The argument you have has nothing to do with Apple.
Your argument is uninformed.
No, not at all.
That's
not
all.
At all. Because your argument literally was literally say, well, you know, the fact that Sony and Vio and all these other companies can work with the PC, that makes it great. So that has nothing to do with it. That's the whole entire point. Like no, that has nothing to do with it. That's the point of Apple. Apple is its own architecture. It's not supposed to integrate with anything else. That's what makes it better and superior and more stable and all that stuff. It's supposed to be its own thing, and they're improving their own thing. That's the thing. When you go into Apple, you go into Apple. You're only dealing with Apple. When you go outside, when you go to Android, you're dealing with all these other companies and stuff. That's what I'm saying. Your argument it specifically has nothing to do with what Apple's trying to do. That has nothing to do with what they're doing better.
Spoken that's like a true iPhone enthusiast.
No, I'm not. Like I told you, no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying because I actually do look this stuff up. No, I told you I like Android way better because yes, I love the customization. I love that I could do a lot more with my Android. But when it comes to functionality and stability and reliability, you can't beat Apple.
No, it comes to when it comes to your comfort level and where you want to be with what you feel comfortable with. That's where iPhone lands its.
No, it has nothing to do with
comfortability. Yeah, it has a whole lot to do with it.
No, I don't remember, dude. I use both. I have PCs and Apple. I have both.
It's the comfortability.
Has nothing to do with comfortability
and the luxurious level.
Has nothing to do with luxury. Did I not just
Apple iPhone?
Did I not just complain? Literally in this conversation.
No, it's hard to keep up with their prices though, huh? For nothing.
No, it's not nothing. I get what you're trying to do, but no, I'm having an argument for fun. But no, it's not for nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like no, it's not for nothing. Like no, like do I like I said, if Android would if PC and Windows would actually upgrade the OS and make it better and a lot more stable, I would totally go back to Windows. I like Windows way more than Apple when it comes to reliability.
Or if iPhone or if Apple would just quit being such weenies and open up their hearts to this telephone system of Android and whatnot, everything would be a lot better.
They don't even need that. They just need to stop having terrible business practices and stop being grimy and stop overpricing everything that they have, and stop trying to lock everything out and making everything. And to do anything like replace the battery it's about $400 to $700. It's fucking ridiculous. Like yes, that's why
they got you on that iDope.
Trust me, man. I did this argument. I think me with this argument has proved no. Like again, I have a lot of issues with Apple, but I'm just saying when it comes to stability and reliability, yeah, I'm always going to be Apple. But when it comes to customization and being able to have more freedom, be able to do what I want with the computer, I'm always going to go Android and Windows. Like I said, I definitely do miss Android and Windows. That's why I got a PC right now. But I also got a Mac when it comes to work. When it comes to work, you can't beat the reliability of a Mac.
I guess.
I'm telling you.
With me being such, yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Again, like I said,
I don't dip that hard into Apple's world because when I first even just getting onto an iPhone, it's nothing but a bunch of confusion. It's like they have their little setup that's
exactly
so much similar, but it's like just on some other shit.
That's why I say like that's because
like that shit.
and that's my point though. Like that's the thing about Apple is that Apple that's the reason why they have it how they have it. That's what I say. When you get with Apple, you're in Apple, or like you're in Apple. That's the thing. But when you go to Android, again, you're in a bunch of different things. But Apple, yeah, when you're in Apple, you're in Apple, and they designed it that way. So
yeah, it just feels so weenie-ish. I'm like, man, this some bull.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I say, if you ever, because again, like I said, I've used
I don't
both.
even like FaceTiming. Never did. I mean,
Yeah.
it's available with everything now, but I don't like being on the phone where you're looking at me, and unless I specifically really, really, really need to express something face to face. I don't feel like it's necessary.
Well, FaceTime isn't really well. Okay, I don't want to say that. Okay,
I don't like it. I don't like FaceTiming. I'd rather keep that part in the dark.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel you. I mean, I don't usually use FaceTime. I have the ability, but yeah, no, I mean, I'll just be honest with you. Unless it's a female, I don't really care to look at people. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like for this, like if it's like a video thing, yeah. But for the most part, like I agree. Like like there's things I like to do that I don't want nobody else to see. So.
But yeah, I'm gonna mess with it. I'm gonna mess with the little iPhone.
Yeah. I mean, no, I mean, I would say this: if you're used to
I
Android
gotta
and
reset it.
yeah,
I
I will say this: if you're used to Android or an PC, it is definitely hard to move to Apple. It takes a little bit of learning curve because it does work differently. Like I said, when I first went to Mac, I hated it. I ain't gonna lie, like I couldn't stand it. But once I learned it, I actually learned to fall in love with it. Again, I still love PC, but
my first computer is pretty much a hybrid of both. My Commodore VIC 20.
Okay.
It was made back when they were all cool with each other and they were all kind of still one. Because they were like friends and shit back in the days.
Yeah, before they split apart, yeah.
Yeah, and the Commodore was the product that was pretty much, like a hybrid of both. The beginning stage. It was a PC and it was Mac at the same time. Probably before you were born.
Yeah, probably. It sounds like it.
You ever come in contact with any of those?
No.
Probably,
I tell you, I probably have. I just didn't know it.
It was down there to me, like a word processor, really. But it was kind of, it was the beginning stages of all that. You can plug it into your TV, and they had a couple of the internet wasn't really a thing back then.
Yeah.
So, but they did have capabilities of getting onto like they had like little internet boards, or not boards, they were like I don't know how to explain it, but you would hook your computer up to the phone line, and they would have a small electronic platform where people would meet and come together, but it was like a closed platform. Only people who knew the telephone number could get on it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you can communicate through there, but it wasn't really a lot of it wasn't a space where you can make a whole lot of things. You couldn't make pages and do a whole lot of stuff. You could probably make a game or play a specific game with a person or with a group, but you couldn't like it wasn't like a all out communication.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But these little groups and chat rooms and stuff made up for a lot of strange interactions.
Mm-hmm.
Because these were people from everywhere, like probably like all over the world or whatever. And just they happened to get, the chat room phone number, and yeah, there's a lot of weird shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
Just on a way lower level than today.
Yeah. No, I definitely heard, I was talking to people, they said like especially when you talk to guys who grew up in the 90s, they all said like I missed out on like some of the best times. Like one dude was which B heard the same thing. But one dude was telling me about like raves were like way better in the 90s than they are now.
Oh, I haven't been to any raves in the 90s.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I had internet in the 90s before most of my friends. I was like the first of pretty much all of my friends who had complete access to internet. Like some of my friends had internet through like their parents' work and stuff, but they didn't have like full access to the internet as I did, because I got the internet and paid for it myself. My mom didn't really know what it was.
Oh, yeah, like pretty much like, because I mean I had the internet when it first came out. I remember that, but it
Wait,
wasn't.
hold on. How did you have the internet when it first came out?
Okay, my fault.
No, because I got my first. I got internet. Like I said before, most of my friends had it.
You're talking about AOL, right?
No, I had internet with. I did have AOL through my dad at one point. One point, but no, I had like full internet that I got myself was IDT.
I have no idea what the hell that is.
The IDT was an internet service. They do a whole lot of stuff now, but they do a whole lot of stuff like making telephone cards and their communication service.
Because from my understanding, the first internet was AOL. That was the first time people could buy internet with because that's what I had.
No, there was CompuServe. There was all kind of shit back in AOL's days.
No.
There was a lot of shit going on besides AOL. AOL was just the most public friendly internet service that got shit popping. They were the most popular, but they weren't the only ones. Hell no. But yeah, I did have AOL at one point. Okay, you got mail.
Yeah, you see, like that's what I'm saying. Like I knew because I remember when internet first came out. From my understanding, was AOL, and like pretty much everybody had that.
Yeah, no, there wasn't the first internet service, but that I can see in your world that being the first internet service.
Yeah,
I can dig. Yeah, but no, that's not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that's what I thought. Because I remember, because that's the first thing I remember when AOL came out. My mom brought home a computer and it came up, and like I said, it had like you got
bing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I had that. You probably running the modem. You probably your age, your first modem probably was at a 56.6 or whatever modem. I started out with the 20. I think it was either 24 or 28.8 or some shit like that, and that was supposed to be like the super fast modem at the time, and that ain't shit. That ain't shit compared to shit, especially nowadays.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, nothing compares. I mean, hell, AOL's dead.
Well, AOL
I mean, it's still around,
you
but it
could
ain't.
you could they had a lot of services that ran through their system.
Mm-hmm.
They had their own internet relay chat, so you can talk through their shit and whatnot. But
I remember.
the internet had a lot more chat services than just AOL.
Yeah.
They had they like when I hooked up with IDT, I couldn't talk to nobody. I didn't know how to make that shit work. I called and I harassed the girls up there, and they I don't know, I guess they thought I had a cute voice and shit or whatever, but they used to really work hard to make sure that I can get my services and work, you know, get online and just so I can fucking talk to some fucking strangers about God knows what, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
download fucking hip hop pictures and shit. I thought that was the shit, you know? But my dad was a fucking computer junkie. So I was like raised in it, you know?
Well, I mean, you gotta understand. Like my generation grew up with this, so
Yeah, my dad was fucking putting together computers when people weren't even buying computers.
yeah. No, I mean, I used to do that too. But again, but you gotta understand. Like my generation, we grew up with it, so that's normal to us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In that generation, it wasn't even normal to have a computer. He was making computers.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because yeah, I never. Well, no. When I was like a baby or like a early child, we didn't have. Yeah, basically my entire life, I've always had a computer.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I've never.
92, that's when
Yeah.
I got my that's when I got my own computer. I got a Packard Bell back in 92. I don't even know if they even still make fucking Packard Bell computers.
Oh shit! AOL was around since 1985. I didn't. I looked at it right now. I didn't even know that. Holy shit!
Yeah, that's before you were born.
Hell yeah! I didn't even know it ever. I didn't know it was around in
Come on, when
19.
you got the internet when it first came out.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what I always. That's what I always thought.
Shit. Like I said, I had the internet before most people had it in their homes.
Oh, okay. I see it now. Okay, I'm looking at the history now. Yeah, it says Prodigy, CompuServe, and Genie. I don't even know what the fuck these things are.
You said what other one?
It said like Prodigy, CompuServe,
Oh,
and Genie.
Prodigy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Genie. Yeah.
I don't know what
Genie
any
was
of
the
those
shit.
are.
Game Genie. Game Genie was the shit. They came out with so many fucking games that you can actually play like on their version or online. Fucking Game Genie, and then they came out with like all kind of code busters controllers and shit like for Nintendo and all that a little bit later on that had all kind of shit where you can get to different levels and shit.
Yeah, like I said,
Anyways,
I have no
anyways,
idea. Yeah.
they really came up in the gaming world. Like they were like the first. Yeah, they really got it popping in the gaming world with the internet.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't know nothing about them.
Yeah, and Prodigy, I ain't really mess with them. But I remember them being out there. But CompuServe and AOL, I use both of them. CompuServe used to give out their fucking CDs or so you can get their program all the time, and people used to feel like they had like some kind of good thing, like a I don't know. They felt like they got something when they give you a free disc of CompuServe. You feel like you had some kind of special program or something. It was just some web uh, a, a web search fucking program.
Yeah.
I don't know. it was new to people, so they felt like they had some shit going on or something. They felt like they got something good for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. You talk about things I don't even know nothing about.
Yeah, this is back in the days.
Yeah. Like I said,
You
if you want to talk,
CompuServe CDs they used to fucking give out?
I do remember the CompuServe CDs, but but those like kind of throwaways. Like we would get them in the mail and we would trash them.
Yeah, by your
But I had
time,
no
it
idea what
was
they were.
trash to throw away. But when they first came out, people felt like they had some kind of, I don't know, some special. They had a new piece of high tech just sitting around.
Probably. Again, I'll go back to what I say. I don't know nothing. Like I said, I could tell you about AOL. Yeah, I could, like when you talk about AIM and doing the chat. Yeah, I know all about that. But all this other stuff, nah.
I didn't know that. My dad had let me use his AOL account, and I was so stoked. I just thought that he was giving me service, and I was just logging on to his. And he was searching my history.
Oh yeah, that's how every kid
I didn't grow up. My dad lived in the Bay Area at the time.
Oh, okay.
And it was
what part?
That was part of my first experiences with the internet.
What part?
He was in Oakland.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to live in San Leandro.
Yeah, that's near.
It's right under Oakland. San Leandro's like right under.
Like near Hayward and stuff, huh?
I think so. I don't even remember, man. What the hell?
Yeah, I remember San Leandro.
Yeah, it's right under Oakland.
Alameda County, right?
Yes. Yeah, yes. It is in Alameda County. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But yeah, it's like right under Oakland, man.
I remember.
Yeah.
I used to go out there for like the summertime and stay with my dad in Oakland, so I got kind of familiar with it.
Yeah, no, that's originally where I'm from.
From from San Leandro.
Yeah, from San Leandro. Yeah, that's where I'm originally from.
You eat Quick Way and all that?
What?
Quick Way, the little hamburger joints up there.
Oh, dude, I was young. I don't remember all of it, dude. I forgot most of that stuff over the years. It's been a long time since I've been out there.
Quick Way is good. It's like it's kind of like Rally's or McDonald's or some shit, but it's like more hood in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
You ever eat Quick Way?
Like I said, I don't remember, dude. It's been so many years. Like I don't really remember it that well. I used to.
The Bay is the shit, though.
Oh yeah, no, I love the Bay. Like if I have my like I said, what's so damn expensive, I'll move back.
Yeah. I don't know how they afford it. I got some cousins that live in San Francisco. And
oh fuck, dude, that's ridiculous.
I didn't realize how much it costs to stay there.
Hell yeah, dude. San Francisco's fucking like it's a fucking ripoff, dude.
But it's pretty.
Yeah.
Their yard had a nice little view of the city. And nice.
I think I said this on an earlier podcast, but yeah, it was pretty till now. Now they have a shit patrol. Stuff going on. And they got shit patrol.
Yeah, it's like downtown, man. Downtown LA.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, their bodily excretions is a serious issue downtown.
Well, dude, did you hear that they were talking about like the Black Plague might be coming back? There was a news article story about that where they're saying because of the homelessness and the nasty and how nasty it became, that the Black Plague was coming back.
Yeah, probably some kind of new version virus or some shit because too
No,
much shit mixed up.
yeah,
down
no, you know
there.
what the Black Plague was, right? You heard of the Black Plague,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I remember back in the whatever days, and they used to wear those little funny bird-looking masks and shit for the doctors and shit. Yeah, I know.
And that's what I'm saying. We got rid of that shit, and because homeless is so bad, it was coming back. That's fucking crazy. That's how screwed up. That's how screwed up it is. It's like again, as much as I love California, I'm not going to defend it from the problems that we have. And then
I'm worried about the what you call it coming back. What's that? Remember the flesh eating disease?
Oh yeah.
Ebola. No, not Ebola.
Not Ebola.
But Ebola is bad too.
Shit.
Ebola is fucking. Ebola is real bad. According to what they let us know and tell us. I don't know really. I haven't seen, but I've seen on TV, and I heard from a few of my African friends. I seen one from Monrovia, Liberia.
Yeah.
Place where it was really supposed to be out of control. Motherfuckers was bleeding out of their eyes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it just their organs pretty much turned to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, yeah, downtown LA is really bad.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Really nasty, fucked up place.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hollywood too, but Hollywood got some cute girls laying around on the sidewalk.
Oh, I agree, but yeah. Well, hold on. So anyways, I want to thank y'all for checking out Fit the Description. Definitely appreciate it. Again, I want to shout out and thanks James and Ella Coolpath for being on this one. The links will be down below. And once again, do me a favor, please check out the Clips channel. And again, we do have an audio only version of this on Spotify and other podcast platforms. So please check those out. Links will be down below. And I know if you're listening to this through audio, I know you're on a delay, but we're trying to fix it. And as we're missing weeks, it seems like we're going to catch y'all up. So hopefully we catch y'all up soon. But anyways, once again, thank y'all for checking out this podcast. We definitely appreciate it. And we will be back. So thanks a lot. And yeah, see y'all next time.